Yeah, yeah. They scared to come outside.
All right, so we'll go ahead. Y'all, we were on mute. We need water. Seriously. But you guys heard me. If you are following me on Instagram, you definitely heard my push line and I definitely delivered. So if you want to catch my punchline without the mute, come on over to Instagram at Goddess Toaster Radio. Call in open panel rappers in real life. Yella Beezy's silence and MO3's fate. In this compelling video, we delve into the complex managerial role of Rainwater, who claims to have transformed Mo3's career from a staggering negative $500,000 debt to an impressive $12 million in revenue. Rainwater shares his firsthand account of the tragic events surrounding Mo3's death, revealing that he was on the phone with the rapper during the fatal incident in 2020. As controversies swirl around his involvement, Rainwater addresses accusations and discusses the implications of other figures, including Yella Beezy, excuse me, in the ongoing murder investigation. Additionally, we explore the disputes that have arisen between Rainwater and Mo3's family regarding the rapper's estate and business matters. Join us as we uncover the truth behind these events and the impact they have on the hip hop community. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Shout out to I Am Enough in the building. Listen, let's go ahead and take a moment because you know we have to pay some bills and we'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. They scared to come outside. Tell them boys they better pray. Tell them boys stay out the way. Tell them ain't nobody safe on my mama, on my gang. We gon' put it in their face. Yeah, they scared to come outside.
Niggas know we stepping 90. God know I'm stepping now and later. Until it hurts, it ain't no message, it's how we made it. You heard that church up in my face, it's good, it's how alright. I told God he gotta forgive me, I'm insane, oh. Get down on my knees when I'm in pain, oh. Tired of the rain on my name. I clean this blood off my Jesus, please. Oh, Jesus, please. Can you feel my needs, yeah? Tired of fucking up, I'm in the streets, yeah. Gonna take the weight that's hurt inside of me.
Scared to come outside.
God, I need a second chance. Knowing that I love you, but sometimes I do the devil dance. Lost a couple of my partners, so I'm sliding out of whoever ain't. Drop one of them niggas when I kill them, called the reverend, yeah. Cause no weapon formed against me shall prosper, yeah. Yeah, I know I'm clutching on the chopper, yeah. Waiting on them boys outside.
Scared to come outside.
Ooh, yeah.
Niggas always stepping night and day. Niggas always stepping down and later. Until it hurts, it ain't no mercy, that's just how we made. Change up in my vices, that's just how we made. Though I feel cursed, I pray for better days. Seems like yesterday we was catching plays, and it's been hard on me lately, I can't catch a break. I'm losing niggas on the day to day. Every day I pray, only God can take this hate away. Lord knows if I see him, I won't have to spray. But that same spot I seen him is the spot he lay. I clean his blood up like Jesus, please. Jesus, please, say there's a heaven for a real one. I had to smoke him, even Moses had to kill one. Do it for the bills, I swear this shit is getting ill. They said to come outside.
All right, so we are here. We're going to be discussing a lot tonight. And shout out to I'm Enough for showing up. Oh, okay. So, shout out for you for showing up this evening. I do want to go ahead and get into the stories that I did want to cover. So, let's go ahead and get into a Rainwater because he is the manager of Mo3. Rainwater is a former manager of the late Dallas rapper Mo3 Melvin Noble, who has been heavily involved in public discussions, interviews, and disputes regarding the rapper's legacy, death, and business affairs. Managerial role and claims. Rainwater claims to have managed Mo3 and played a significant role in his career growth, including a claim that he took Mo3 from being in negative $500,000 debt to generating $12 million. Now, the deaths surround, well, let's get into this. So, $500,000 to $12 million. You're welcome. My thing is, here, I'll drop the link. Would you mind coming up here and being my co-host tonight? You don't really have to do much. Just, come hang out with me tonight, child. As I go through this content. Yes. Okay, so let's get into the financials of it all. Now, the financial, you say negative $500,000 and you took him to $12 million. And now, being that you know that he was in debt a negative $500,000 per your words, you don't think that his family should be able to benefit from that? You don't think that his mother should still be on the estate? He's not even married. I could see if, he had a wife and kids and things like that. I could get the wife being on there, but still, you're talking about somebody that never had money. Now there are millions being generated. And now the moment, well, your moment has finally come, Rain. And I'm going to tell you how. Rain started off as a promoter, a janky promoter. When he first started off, he was not giving people their money. He was not paying. He found a way to scheme. Rain has kicked in doors at the age of 24 years old. This is what he said. Then he went down to prison. hmm Then he goes down to prison, still hadn't learned his lesson. Instead of coming out, because he's a college boy, instead of him coming out and reforming his life, restoring his life, he decided to hang out in the streets. All right. So we got I'm Enough in the building. What's up, I'm Enough?
What's going on, Queen?
Listen here. I'm better now. It's been a minute since we chilled and hung out. And I'm so happy that we get to do it tonight. How about that?
Let's do it.
Period. Okay, so I was speaking about the rainwater in the Mo3 case. Are you familiar with it?
I heard little, bits and pieces of it from being over
Okay.
in the sector or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna fill you in on a lot tonight. So you just relax, rub your feet together, get your champagne or whatever it is that you do, and we about to go on a deep dive.
All right, let's go.
So, okay. So when we go into the rainwater, this is like kind of like a kid that went through school and got bullied, and then he got older and joined the police force, and now he want to rough some people up, you know? Not the same, but kind of in the same situation. Greetings, how are you? Um, but this guy, he's always wanted a moment. He's always wanted to be in the front of the camera, and he always wanted to experience going to the Grammys, receiving awards. And he did that. But not because he worked hard for it, because he was into it with his artist. They got into a fight before. Rain had beef, and it translated into his work world. So his personal beef transferred over. Remind you, he's a college boy. He's not a street guy. He tried rapping, but it didn't work. So you find a way to get in and get some money. Because at first, allegedly, Rain was not on any paperwork. Clock that scene. Rain finessed his way in. And we're going to get on finesse 2 times here later. But Rain finessed his way in to where he could be on paper, to where there could be money coming in. He's already built him a home. And shout out to Miss Lowdown. There's a lot going on with some insurance. With some insurance money, y'all. And we going to get into it. He said, I'm in the clouds. Just wanted to drop down and support. I know the code. I know the case. So I'll chime in as I can. Long live 3. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, so let's get into it. So the death of Mo3, Rainwater revealed he was on the phone with Mo3 when the rapper was shot and killed in 2020. And I really want to focus in on this point. The death of Mo3, this man being on the phone with his artist. I'm enough. Let's just say you and I, no. Let's just say this. You're the artist. No. You're the manager. Your artist is out there. You're on the phone with your artist. Your artist is saying, hey, somebody is, pew pewing me. What are your thoughts? What are you saying to your artist to protect them?
I mean, one, try to, see where their location is and try to see where they can get, safe, you know, see where they can get safe and let the authorities know what's going on.
Absolutely. That's what a sane person would do. That's what a person out of concern would do. But unfortunately, this wasn't the case. This was not the case. Because if I let you live, I have nothing to gain. But if I let you go, I can conquer the world. I can spend that money. I can go on shopping sprees. Now I can go pay for me some butt. Now I can go allegedly put some and be in ecstasy. Now I done got my teeth done, got a nice ride, got the home. Now I get to play stepdaddy to your children. Because now I'm the man. And if anybody wants some money or if anybody needs something, y'all need to call me. This is what's going on. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So you says you heard Rain admit today that he played Kogati and SG to have them vouch for him to get on the estate. But see, it's shady business practices. His Empire contract was up in 7 days. And if we really think about how Rainwater says that he wants to be Diddy, he says that he wants to be Diddy. Do y'all know that Diddy is behind bars right now? Do y'all know that Diddy was brought up in a case with his artist, Notorious B.I.G.? We all know this. But I want to say this, it's going to be more charges for Diddy. So as much as you say you want to be him, you're just manifesting all the karma that's coming with him as well. Do y'all know that Diddy's child's mother, Jesus, her casket was purchased a month before she went to glory? When it comes to coincidences, when it comes to people trying to get ahead and people being reputable, I feel like this individual right here, Rainwater, you got locked up from July the 11th of 2025. Why did you get locked up? False report, inducing emergency response. Sounds like the same thing that happened when Mo3 was riding down the highway. Why was he talking to you? Why wasn't he on the phone with 911? They could have tracked his location. No, it was you. And I believe you did laugh on the phone. I believe you did joke. What you gonna do now? Yeah. How about in Cali? Oh, nigga, you thought that you got your big one in Cali? Okay, well, let's see if you make it to tomorrow. If Mo3 was still alive, this man would be nowhere. He'd probably be locked up. He would be locked up. He's gained so much weight, can't sleep. Trust me, he's going through it. And then going to that man's uh, burial site, sitting on his tombstone, looking down at him. Now you the man. You wanted to be Diddy. You got the family out the way so you can shine. Let's get into it. So, the controversies and accusations following Mo3's death, Rainwater has faced scrutiny and addressed accusations regarding his involvement in the incident. He has publicly discussed the involvement of others, including Yella Beezy, in the murder investigation. But see, this is the thing. As much as you want to point one finger, you're going to have fingers coming back at you. So your hands aren't clean. When we think about that movie, that documentary, your name was on it. They said that your name isn't on it. They said that that movie company that did the video, baby, somebody in there was working with an insurance company. So it was a guaranteed. You didn't have to think. And individuals getting those cash apps, it's a paper trail. As much as y'all got rid of phones, as much as y'all got rid of evidence with those phones, they had taken time to go back, whichever number that was associated to you, and they pulled those records. They pulled those locations. Just like in a Diddy case, it was experts that were in there that done the work, that did the research and was able to verify evidence. This is about to be a RICO. This is about to be a federal RICO case. And while Rainwater's out here walking around, like nothing's going on and he's safe, they want you to feel like you're safe. They want you to continue to live your life. Mhm. Because as much as you go to the dealer to get your substances to put up your nose, allegedly, because this is what you said, you don't think they're following you? You don't think that there are eyes out there when you were in a club? You think you're safe. Like, like you thought that it was safe to go to Houston. But Houston quickly let you know that there was a problem and you were not welcome. You were not invited. You're out here acting like you just won American Idol and you got chosen and you got a deal. I think you lost sight of this is a murder case against your artist. And even you said Mo3 isn't shit. You're going to have more artists out here bigger than him. But then you want to waive this privilege and these assets, dangling them in the family's face. I think is so inappropriate. I think it's very disgusting. And you're going to get your just due at the end of the day. Absolutely. So, just from the little bit of what I said, would you like to sound off or would you like me to keep going? I'm enough because I can keep going.
Go ahead, keep going. I'm listening.
Okay. Now, post murder disputes, Rainwater has been involved in disputes with Mo3's family regarding the rapper's estate and business affairs. If the man didn't have you on paper when he was alive, why is it so relevant for you to get on those papers? Because you had a plan. You had a plan to get on in there where you could fit in, and you decided to scoop people right on now so you can have it. So you can be the man. Because your little Peter Whacker, your little tallywhacker isn't working anymore. Okay, so now you need some money so you can get the power so people can what? Respect you. I'm just saying. Proud of me. What's up? How you doing, baby? What they did to that man, listen here. Beautiful man, beautiful family. Out here doing this thing. Talented, but y'all hating. Y'all hate to see a man doing for his kids, being relevant in their life. Y'all know that man loved his kids. And he was giving his kids everything that he didn't have. Better education, better living situations. They didn't have to ask for nothing. Didn't even have to ask twice. But because y'all didn't have the talent, because y'all didn't have the skill set, because y'all didn't know how to move forward and turn that pain into power, turn that pain into profit. You just didn't have the sauce. So you got upset and took it all away. And then you got this booty muncher right here. This man set up, man, this man said that he wanted to go to jail. He wanted to go to prison. He was missing it. Some of these guys love it. It's home. It's where they can let it all out. No judgment. No women around. You know what I'm saying? It's that one-on-one action, you know. Ladies, I mean, let's take it here. We know we get territorial over our man. You know what I'm saying? And when we missing our man, we just want to be with him. Well, Yayo said that he wanted to go to jail. He was missing his man. Shout out to Miss Lowdown for putting me up on the T. Listen, this man was over there, honey, sashaying. Oh, I bet you he was happy when he got his bracelets on. He said, "Yeah, put them Chanel bracelets on me. Take me on down here to my man." Get into it. You said they made a movie, gave Mo3 a small part to get insurance on him through that contract, and made a real movie for social media. Jesus. And you know what? This is what they don't even realize this, but the IRS is going to be in there because any money that was transferred, you're talking about a dead man's money. He can't be accountable for it. He can't be accountable for it. Mhm. Listen, who can be accountable for it is who's running around here on interviews. He's bragging about this country artist and this, that, and the third. Well, off of whose money? How are you able to fund all this? And even let's give credit where credit is due. When the governess had did her reading with the sisters, y'all thought it was a game. Y'all thought that it was a game. Y'all thought that that was Sylvia Brown. It wasn't Sylvia Brown. It was a real reading. It wasn't that white woman that was acting like she was psychic and just telling people what they wanted to hear. And I think that's when y'all fucked around and found out. If you really look at some of the people that had traction before, they don't have traction. There was a particular blogger that was covering this case, and she's in the sector and was cool with Rain. I was about to say Rainbow. Um, she couldn't even get over 100 people in her chat. And I thought that was very interesting because this is a person that would get hundreds of people in their chat. I wonder if Queen 88 is going to be testifying because she was very close with Rain, you know, very close. She's very close with the family. Make it make sense. She knows a lot. She knows a lot more than what she comes online and portrays. When it comes to Skull, I kind of feel like Skull is kind of like a flip flopper. Skull is gonna go where the wind blows. Skull is gonna go. Skull, you done got in too deep, brother. A lot of y'all were covering and spewing these narratives, and now y'all are gonna be looking stupid. A lot of y'all were covering up for certain people, and y'all are gonna be looking stupid. Mhm. Oh, because I like this person. I can't go against the grain. Oh, I like this person. They're saying something wrong. I'm not about to correct them. And you should have. You should have stood on business. But when we get into this, Rainwater has often utilized platforms like YouTube specifically with Real Life Productions to share his side of the story regarding these events. Those videos and interviews are going to be used against you in the court of law. Those were not for your benefit. They yeah, real life, they benefited from it, but that was not for your benefit. And trust me, the other party, Yella Beezy's, they are combing through it with a fine tooth comb, and they are going to turn you every which way but loose. That pain, that oh, the pain that you caused this mama, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. And mama has gotta be quiet. Mama can't mess up what's about to happen in court. See, you have to understand this. This woman is grieving her son. You're out here going on platform to platform and still disparaging her son. Oh, somebody's going to be better than him. You think his mama want to hear that? And she hadn't even got justice in a court of law, but you were supposed to be riding with her son? It is seriously something wrong with you. You said anything you say can and held and will be held against you in a court of law. Absolutely. Why, like I said, he thinks he's a star. He think he's got it all mapped out. He think that, you know, that just because the detectives inform him on some information that they're not looking at him. Everybody, I mean, okay, yeah. I'll report back to you. I'll make you feel as comfortable as possible because this isn't about you. This is about a case that I'm on. And guess what? When the detectives do a good job on the case, trust and believe there's going to be a raise. The detectives have a job. They're skilled to talk to criminals, to make them feel comfortable, vulnerable, and talk. Because it's going to be a day where it's, well, you remember when you spoke to Detective such and such and you said this? But I think it's weird. I think it's creepy. Like you just, instead of you getting it honestly, when you got out of prison and you had these degrees, that was a time for you to restore your life and you threw it away because God told you if you didn't get out and do something with your life, you was going down. And anything worth having is going to take time. You weren't willing to go through the process to get it the honest way. I don't know if it was going to be 12 million, but it would have been enough for you to live a decent life, to be able to take care of your family, go on little trips. But no, you had to rob your black brother, skinning and grinning in his face. You were pissed off on that flight when he was laughing at you, and your luggage was going to Los Angeles. Y'all got into it down there. He had $75,000 on him, is what you said. You're on the phone with him, but you didn't call 911. You got more than one phone. You a heartless bitch. You and the rest of them. Just demonic. You fighting so many demons up inside of you. It don't make no sense. Your mama should have got you in therapy, just like Beezy's mother should have got him in therapy. Y'all raised some bitches. Y'all don't know street code. Who raised y'all? Who's your big homie? Your big homie should be knocked the hell out. But see, that's the problem. Y'all run from a fight. So quick to call somebody, oh, you this, that, and the third, but you running to go get a firearm to defend yourself because you don't want to put your dukes up. It was a $12,000 charity fight, but you couldn't take no ass whooping like a man. You got your pants hanging off your butt, your drawers. You got your ass propped up with the help of your pants. Who you trying to show it to? But ladies, y'all love that. Oh, that's hey Norris Tony. Oh, that's that thug love. Oh, he care about me. Do y'all know that sagging your pants like you're ready? That was in jail. Let the other people know, hey, you can come get it. I'm with it. Got all these children out here, but you ready to go and get up in a 2x2 cell with another man. But I gotta blame it on the black community. Hey, black community. Gay is the biggest sin in the black community. Not the uncle that touched you, not the auntie that touched you, not none of that. Not the alcoholics and not none of that. You be a man. You be gangster. You go out there and get the girls. You want the you get you some girls and get you some babies. Oh girl, you going on out there, you get you a man to take care of you. Financial literacy and independency. Why is that skipped in our community? We know how to go and get the Jordans when they come out. We know how to spend the money, but we don't have that financial literacy. It's needed. They go and get the chains, the grills, skip the therapy office. Don't want to be educated. They made it, but they didn't prepare for a rainy day. All good things must come to an end. You've got your time, and then it's up. Who's next? Who's the next up and coming act? It's always a next up and coming act. You're not going to be one forever. We all got to take that ride and get on up out of here. So we have to really dig into our communities and do what's right. If we see something, say something. Hey, you can do your rapping stuff, but don't bring that harm to our community. You know what I'm saying? Don't come back and be doing the most and cranking stuff up, and then you get to pull off and go to your mansion. When you make it out the hood, stay out the hood. Send a representative. on your behalf. When it comes to this topic, I get real. Thank you so much. Hey, the Pisces, get those likes up. Thanks for supporting Queen Tulsa. Thank you. All right, so I'm enough. I've been running my mouth. Anything that really stood out to you that you maybe want to touch on, or you want me to keep going? Oh, okay. All right. So as I go ahead and go to this next story. So this next story, it says, um, so of course y'all know rapper Yella Beezy was absent from court today in Mo3 murder for hire case after death of mother. Now I want to talk about this. Do you see how quickly the tables can turn? This mother wanted sympathy, and she wanted answers. And here we are 5 years in. Allegedly, they know what happened to his mother. Mo3's mother don't have the full, Melvin Noble's mother does not have the full story. She hadn't got her justice. That woman can't even get a good night's sleep because the question still looms out there. She don't know who to trust. And as we can see, Rainwater gave her every reason to not trust nobody. Got on that estate and moved her right on out. Imagine that. Then you got to see this dude out here cheesing with the teeth that your son bought him. You got to watch him talk with the teeth that your son bought him, talk negative on your son, on his artist. He's got children. He's got a mother. Be careful how you treat people. If you get a chance to make amends or apologize, do it. But if you don't, I feel sorry for you. All right. Now let's get into this. Marquise Conway, known as Yella Beezy, is in a Dallas County courtroom January 16th for a pretrial hearing regarding the 2020 death of Melvin Noble, Mo3. Prosecutors allege Conway orchestrated a murder for hire plot, hiring a gunman to ambush Mo3 on I-35 East in broad daylight. Can we stop there? Let's talk. So you have these charges, get your mom is gone, but you sat here. And in that moment, let's think when life was good, when you was just rolling around doing you, smoking on that tweed, if that's what you did, getting your drink on. And allegedly you put all this together and then it happens. Then he's gone. And you get to live your life. No worries. You ain't even got to be honest and come forward and say, hey, man, let me go ahead and step up to the plate and just admit my wrong. No, you sat back and he was praying, wishing, and hoping that the story would stay the same, but it's not. You want to know why? Because the block got hot. hmm You want to know why? Because y'all, y'all did amazing work. I want to say this by talking. Y'all really did amazing work. Y'all really helped us. And I really hope that people that are watching know that you don't want these damn kind of friends. And if you see anything or suspicious and all that, check it. Don't roll with it. Always let somebody know what's going on. You get an eerie feeling, let somebody know what's going on. I just don't get y'all niggas. Y'all niggas piss me off. Do y'all not understand? We had to fight for our rights. We had to fight to get an education. Getting rocks thrown at us. Getting taken advantage of back in the day. And all you niggas want to do is fight and unalive each other. Go to the club, dance with each other, get full of liquor, and go to the trunk. Go to therapy. Y'all piss me off. Today's hearing serves as one of the final steps before Conway's jury trial officially begins on February the 2nd, 2026. North Texas rapper Yella Beezy, whose real legal name is Marquise Conway, was scheduled for a pretrial hearing in Dallas County on Friday, January the 16th. The appearance comes as he awaits trial for his alleged role in a 2020 murder for hire plot that claimed the life of fellow rapper Mo3. So he's alleged to have set this up. It's just so interesting. It's just so interesting, like how people will do something and then they would just act, oh, I'm confused. I don't know what happened. What you mean? And this, that, why? No. The more you do that, and Keywan White, you screwed up bad. You had one time, you had one time to save yourself and you went by the street clothes. So I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you trying to talk. They gave you one time, and now it's on. Because we're going to see in an interview where they bring up Keywan White and they give him the opportunity to tell the truth. He didn't. He sure didn't. Allegedly. Conway was absent from court Friday following the recent death of his mother. Prosecutors and defense attorneys are expected to meet over the next few days to review pretrial motions and determine which points they can argue upon. Both sides are scheduled to return to court next week to finalize potential dates and outstanding motions. So he don't even have to be there. The attorneys are going there. This is still going. Mother passed, condolences, lay her to rest, but come on back to court. hmm Because this woman had to lay her son to rest, and now she's got to be in court. So we need you to lay mama to rest and get on to court. No shade. No shade. This is just being real. They both lost somebody. They're both grieving. She's grieving her son, he's grieving his mom. Her other kids are here and they have a mother. You was the only child, your mama gone. Hmm. God don't like ugly and he's not fond of pretty either. You need to understand that. And y'all like to play with God and throw God name around and just disrespect him. He don't like to be disrespected. What happened to the real men that will sit up here, that would they do their thing out there in the game, but it's protect the family, protect mama, protect the kids. Y'all just done got so loose with it. Y'all taking out kids, grandmas, mamas. Something wrong with you. Go join. You want to shoot up the spot? Go join the army. They got places where you can go. You can fit in. If you feel like you got a shooting spirit up on you, go join the army. Tell them that you want to go to war. Put you in. Take you through the camp. There is no excuse. Too many opportunities out here. But you want to take up your own hood. You want to take your own people out. That's a problem. All right, let's get into it. Dallas trapper Yella Beezy arrested for allegedly orchestrating murder of fellow rapper. The backstory. Conway, 33, was arrested, indicted him on a capital murder with remuneration means hiring someone to commit murder, a hitman. We all done seen it on Snaps. Wife try to hire somebody to take her husband out. Same thing, different story. Prosecutors allege Conway orchestrated a hit on Melvin Noble, known professionally as Mo3. Noble was gunned down in broad daylight on November the 11th of 2020. Oh, Jesus. While driving on Interstate I-35 East in Dallas. Investigators claim Conway hired Kewan Dontrell White to carry out the shooting following a long-standing feud between the two artists. Now, I want to know, why wasn't Rain's name mentioned? Because he lets us know. This is the rap, and Mo3's gonna say what he say, and what I'm saying, it is what it is. Whoop de whoop whoop de whoop. But I want to say, Rain let us know he has a great relationship with the police. Oh yes, he said, I just gave the police some money. Mhm. He said he's not scared of them. He says that they have his back. These are public statements that he said. And I'm going to do like a video where I go through like the videos, but really I just wanted to read and I needed to let y'all know how serious I am about this case. The other night, before we got the news that court was going to be canceled, I felt something in my spirit. And it was like tears of joy. I had tears of joy. I had to call somebody. It was like 2 or 3. I don't even remember the time. It was just, I was just doing some research and I just had it up to like here and I broke down, y'all. If I broke down covering this story, I can only imagine how his mama is holding up. Let's get into it. All right. So White was arrested in December 2020 and is currently serving an 8 year and 9 month federal prison sentence on firearm charges related to the incident. And see, when y'all think about the money, I want to know, was this like, mm, because remember, they were trying to say that Yella Beezy couldn't afford the $2 million bond, and then it got reduced to $750,000. But let's dig deeper. Conway was released from the Dallas County Jail in late March after a judge reduced his bond from $2 million to $750,000 while he remains under house arrest with electronic monitoring. A judge recently modified his bond conditions to allow him to continue his music career. Under the current agreement, Conway is permitted to leave his home 1 day per week for up to 5 hours to record in the studio. The court approved sessions take place from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., provided he notifies court officials and pretrial release services in advance. He is also strictly prohibited from having contact with any protected individuals or possessing firearms. Protected individuals. Mm. Protected individuals. I'm assuming that's like involving a case. Um, Anybody that he may be associated with. Because in my mind, this is going to go from murder for hire to RICO. Because when you think about, I believe they said somebody had crossed state lines to come in. Um, there was people on the highway that ages and were given information. Um, and yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me get back to this. He released a new single since his arrest called Blame It On Me in September. Yella Beezy has nearly 620,000 monthly listeners 620,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. But see, I'm not listening to that song. You know what's so triggering to me is, you know, why not just keep it in the music? Like, I thought that's what it was about. Like, keep it in music. It's just like some people, they're just not built for the lane that they're in. People say they want it, but they don't want what comes with it. Now, could Yella Beezy get the death penalty? What's next? Friday's hearing will address outstanding motions before the jury trial begins on February the 2nd, 2026. If convicted of capital murder, Conway faces a mandatory sentence of life in prison without parole or the death penalty. Now let's get into this. So the trial is still going to begin on February the 2nd, 2026, because we're only at the 17th of the month. We're only at the 17th of the month. You see what I'm saying? So I want to take us on over here. Now, I did want to kind of touch on finesse two times just a little bit. I wanted to cover his story because really with Mo3, they were saying like there were feuds, there was drama and things like that. But then Finesse two times is kind of like he's in the same position. When you think about mob ties, when you think about um Rainwater, his reputation and him being involved with the guy, then you got Moneybag Yo. I mean, it's a lot of artists that are, you know, it's a lot right now in the rap world. But let's get into it. Rapper Finesse two times arrested again in East Texas on drug related charges. Ricky Hampton, whose stage name is Finesse two times, has been arrested for a second time in East Texas in a month. Rapper Finesse two times arrested in Smith County after drugs found in his vehicle. According to Harris County jail records, the rapper has been charged with 8 charges on Monday: possession of marijuana, tampering or fabricating physical evidence with the intent to impair, prohibited substance item in correctional facility, 4 counts of possession of a controlled substance, possession of a dangerous drug. He was released from the county jail on Tuesday after posting a bond which was set at $119,000. Mhm. Who got him out? I mean, just throwing money down the drain. Oh, throwing money down the drain. Well, listen. Oh my God, I did a hour worth of commentary. Damn, I'm good. With the support of my I Am Enough. Now, listen here, guys. We're going to have a moment where if you guys want to call in or hit the link, we're going to go ahead and drop the link if anybody wants to call in, or if you want to hit the link and just give um your opinion on the topic. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this up. Let's see. Okay. So I'm enough. So with me going over all of that, child, what are your thoughts or what are your feelings? Or what did you learn? Shall I say? I'm enough is probably sleep, child. All right, give me 1 second. Um, we'll go ahead and drop the link in case anybody wants to come up. But yeah, you know what? I just really, in my opinion, I feel like people are singing their confessions like us Usher. I feel like people are trying to retract, but once it's out there on social media, and yeah, you can delete your channel and things like that, but you have people that screen record, you have people that um most definitely make sure they have their receipts. But in my opinion, I just kind of feel like Rainwater should have shut the hell up. Whoever his attorneys are, I don't know why they didn't invite and it didn't advise him to not speak and just kind of let the courts handle it, because as much as you say there's like he say she say, if you said something you're gonna have to prove that in a court of law. And like I said, even with his mom, that woman has not been able to get a good sleep. This woman, I mean, it's like you done ripped her son away from her. Now you're ripping the estate and the finances away from her. That woman shouldn't have to worry about a damn thing for the rest of her life. That woman should be comfortable for the rest of her life. She lost her son. And now everybody's up in arms because he done lost his mama. Well, she lost her son before he lost his mama. Maybe if he wasn't involved in the bullshit, then maybe, he wouldn't be going through what he's going through and he could have had his mama. But what I feel like you didn't stress that woman out. And then that grandma, sure, that grandma, when she was up there testifying, and I don't know this, allegedly the woman looked like she had an edible and she was up there looked like she was high and she was laughing and giggling about things. And ma'am, we're talking about a damn a murder trial. And you up here acting like we asking you what was your last trip or what was it that you ate last night? I mean, she was up. I mean, just eyes, just so yeah, and she finally got the hint that yeah, this is very serious, very serious. But yeah, I just want to come through. I want to give you guys an hour of my commentary, just to kind of let you guys see what my commentary will be like during the trial. Um, my brother in crime, thank you for being a co-host. I just wanted my brother to come up here. I know it was late and he's got to work. But thank you for coming up and sitting with me on the panel. And I cannot believe that I was up here for an hour. I just breezed through it. And I'm back in my element. I feel like I shed my last tear yesterday. And it was just too emotional for me. It was so emotional. I had called a supporter that since well we had conversation. I won't say anybody's name, but the supporter, we were on the phone and I just broke down when I was going through the facts and when I was just and then I was looking at the interviews and then I was just putting stuff and stuff together and I'm just like, girl, this like and sorry if you're a guy and I say girl, don't take offense to it. But I was like, girl, like this was, it was too much. It was like this. It was like it was just all coming together. You said what I gathered, you were supposed to be a comedian. A comedian about what? All this is speculation. I don't know anything to be true. I'm just giving my point of view. I think I'm exercising my freedom of speech. And just from the outside looking in, it's a terrible thing. From the outside in, it's a terrible thing. A life was lost, and it was behind some malicious, self hating individuals that was lacking the necessary guidance, like seriously, because they were very much so misguided. Like whoever raised them, like they dropped the ball. You said what I got. You're supposed to be a comedian. Yella Beezy was supposed to be the comedian. He crossed over the rap. Oh, he crossed over to the rap. Well, see, when it comes to the comedian too, Roy Lee, just simply just people are just being themselves and other people mad because they don't got the juice. They just don't have the juice. They don't have the regimen. They don't got what it takes. So I won't keep you guys long. It's okay. I was like, oh my God, what was it? What did I do? I was just I'm just giving a fair assessment. Yes. But no, I had a great time here. This was an hour. It didn't feel like it though. I'm still stuck on it was an hour. And I was somewhat on time. I was like 2 minutes late, but I did make the effort to come. Like I said, it was just what really held me back with the story was it's just a lot of emotions. It's just a lot to unpack. And when you go through and do your research, because it's all about research. Is really all about research. If you look at the research, it all makes sense. That's why I said I didn't have my stuff, well, my videos together. What I did tonight was I read the articles and then the next time I'll do my videos and then I'll go through and I'll pause and I'll say, this is what I meant when we did our first one. So this will be like the first one. I'm gonna say this is what I meant when I said that, or I might reference back to this video when we do the other one. Yes, I gotta be fun. I mean, we gotta give some type of humor because we don't know if the family's gonna be watching, so we can't make it all, down. We gonna get in there. We gonna throw a little shade and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we want justice. And I'm a mom. I don't know what that feels like to lose a child to gun violence, but I've had family members that know what that experience is like. And so, it's we just gotta be mindful, you know, shit. We don't know what tomorrow bring. We don't know uh, what freak accident. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get up out of here. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming through. And I will see you on the next broadcast. So long.